Hello, hello, everyone.
Hello. What's up, Susan Victoria, Lady Victoria?
Nothing much. What's up with you? So, everybody, welcome, 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 welcome. I see a lot of people in the audience. Welcome. But before we begin, we have to start with some basics. Number one, please be respectful. Be respectful for the audience. Be respectful for our guests on the show, okay? We will not tolerate any disrespect at all. If there's any harsh comments, if there's any disrespect, you will be removed. So please keep in mind, because we're all here to have fun. Everyone here, this was our first time actually meeting each other as a team to investigate Pennhurst. And this is our first time that we actually been to Pennhurst. So everybody, welcome and have a great time.
Yeah, that's right, guys. It is our first time investigating with the couple of ladies you're going to see that we're going to bring up. First of all, I want to say, Nunkin, we see you out there. Sorry for your loss. We're all praying for you. But this should be a lot of fun. You guys. We got Patty with the G Team Paranormal, Christina from Bad to the Bone, and then Willa from Willa's Paranormal Unknown. And Susan, was that your first time to Pennhurst?
It was phenomenal. First, the place, it has so much history. It was phenomenal just to go there. A tour guide was incredible. And just to meet everybody, it was it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Good. Would you go back?
I would definitely go back. Although I'm not too sure about the outhouses. So I don't know about that, because if we stay more than a day, Lord knows. Probably have to shower in the outhouse. I don't know.
Yeah, good thing we had Patty from the G Team Paranormal in there with the Lysol wipes cleaning the porta potties. I couldn't believe she did that. That was so funny. Y'all, if you could have seen Patty doing it, I think I got footage of her telling Christina which one she cleaned. That's the one we should all use all night long.
And then the flashlight. Don't forget the flashlight. Yeah.
Yes, we had to bring a flashlight. So when I had to go, I would have Christina hold the flashlight, with her back towards the door. And I'm like, don't you close that door. Don't close that door. Close the door. I don't know what's going to come out or up at me.
Exactly. Thank God.
So being your first time at Pennhurst and that being my third, what was your most memorable experience?
I would definitely say the basement with what we experienced, which we still can't
basement
explain.
At Mayflower?
The Mayflower. Yes. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
That would be.
We had a lot going on there.
Yeah. And then we had our funny moments too. So, but I would enjoy the Mayflower the best in the basement.
Oh, okay. All right.
What was yours?
I'm going to have to say the Mayflower, because that's where we got some really good activity in that crib with the baby dolls, stuffed animals, how you call them. And then in the room to the side of that, I believe Patty's got some footage to show us of that tonight. But my most favorite time was encountering so many bats. I encountered one at Mayflower. Do you remember running up the stairs, me, you, Patty, and Willa, and Christina? And then the one in a tunnel, and then the one in Candyland. I that was my mess. Watching Patty from the G Team Shuffle do the G Team Shuffle. That was pretty funny.
I know. And the funny thing is,
go back and watch the videos.
I know. And the funny thing is, I absolutely love bats. I mean, bats is almost my favorite animal, but just seeing everybody else run made me run. So it was funny.
All I remember is oh my God. When I watched the footage back, I see the bat in the footage, but I didn't see it in a tunnel with my eyes. And all I'm thinking is when that one came towards me, that there was like, I was thinking like the birds from Alfred Hitchcock. They're coming. Like I thought more were coming. Like I thought, okay, if they don't come out of the curtain, I can keep on going because Susan said they're probably behind the curtain. And I listened and, but what was up with you guys standing all the way around the corner and not following up behind me to make sure that I was okay? You and
See,
Patty
I
lagging
don't know.
behind there.
That's the thing. Like I was always in the back for some reason. I was always the back person. I don't know why. I was just back there.
Yeah, you and Patty in the back. So what if any evidence, did you catch any evidence? Did you capture any evidence that you believe is paranormal while we were there?
I absolutely didn't. No, I didn't, unfortunately. The experience that we had in the basement, I believe I didn't have my camera on with me, or maybe I did, but I honestly, I didn't catch anything that would be considered paranormal.
Yeah, it was very hard to determine, especially in the Mayflower. I like to believe it was paranormal because it was kind of cool how the K2 meters were kind of going off at the right times. And we'll show
Mm-hmm.
that video with Patty later. But I actually thought that we were getting some. Remember, we were in Candyland, and then it was
Mm-hmm.
just so quiet and so dead, and it was like time to pack up. And then all of a sudden, Christina did something, and the REM pod's going off. That's when I thought we were like, yes, we finally captured something, because everyone else who was down there was saying Candyland is haunted. We got a lot of activity down there, and we really thought for maybe a minute or two that we had
Mm-hmm.
something, and then we didn't. That
Yeah,
was kind of disconcerting. So do you think we should show everybody what we thought we got?
absolutely.
All right. Well, let me share my screen, and I'm going to show you guys kind of, it's a lot. So we thought we captured something touching our REM pod, getting close to the REM pod, and we were trying to debunk it at the same time. And even when we got home, I continued to debunk it. Thank you, Kenny Biddle, if you're out there. But I'm going to show you guys what we did. And should be done on every paranormal investigation. Just because a device goes off doesn't mean you have evidence. You have to be repetitive with these devices and make sure that you get repetitive answers or repetitive beeps, buzzards, whatever the hell you're getting. So we're going to show you guys. We all kind of got a little excited and thought Christina had captured something. So let me go share my screen and we'll bring it up and then we'll discuss it and then we'll bring on our first guest. So let me go to this present. I was so bummed out about this. All right, guys. I'm going to share this with you guys. Here we go. Make it bigger. Oh, it went off. Can you stop? Thank you. Okay, I'm going to play with your truck. Can you push it back? Do you want me to roll it again? Is this gum on your bed? Do you like gum? Or are you telling Christina she has bad breath? We're going to leave. Can you touch that antenna one more time? Thank you. Okay. Can you move away from it? Temperature change. Okay. Stop. Okay, can you stop touching the antenna? I want to ask you a question. Thank you. If you want us to stay, and play with you, can you light up all the lights?
If you hold the antenna, all the lights will go off at once. Do you want Christina to play with your car again?
Do you want me to push your car again? And I will push your truck.
Okay, so we're gonna leave. I know you lit the green light, but if you want us to stay, you got.
It's that car setting it off. Yeah. Yeah, so.
Okay, move.
Put it back over by it again. Stacy, it's the something to do with that car, the metal on it or something. There's no metal, but the rest of it's plastic.
Hold on.
Ready to do that.
Did that make you mad? If it did, can you make that green light go off? It landed dead. Through your car? I'm not trying to be like Sam and Colby and Zeph.
Can I have your piece of gum? I really like gum. Can I have your gum?
Okay.
Could be a vibration out there too. Something to do with that car.
Drop it. Just drop it. No, pick it up and just drop it from the air. Okay. Debunked.
So yeah.
So yeah, like we thought, well, I thought, I don't know, I can't speak for everybody else, but for a minute there, we thought we had something. And then when I seen that heat go off, that's when I realized for myself, there's a problem. Patty had mentioned the plastic. Christina mentioned vibration, but it still bothered me when I got home because it was like, wait, I asked you to shut it off and it stopped. There's a few commands that it did. So I reached out to Kenny Biddle, and what we were missing was one, we got the heat right, that the heat signature, but it was static electricity with the heat, changing probably in the basement. And I forgot, it's a Thermon kit. They're very sensitive. So her moving the car back and forth is creating static electricity, which is setting off the REM pod. So note to everybody out there, do not move devices by the REM pod. Keep your stuff away. Even if you have a K2 meter, a ghost meter, whatever, it's going to create static electricity. I see a lot of people that put devices around their REM pods. Don't do it no more. But that's where I thought we actually caught some evidence. But no, we didn't catch anything. But I still, for myself, I had an amazing time. Just to be there and enjoy the history and walk in the shoes of the patients and the criminally insane that live there and see what they lived in. We didn't quite see everything they lived in. We didn't smell the piss and the shit and see all the terribleness, but you could feel it. I could at least feel a little sad, a little sad and very hot. That was so hot.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, so no evidence for neither one of us. We'll have to see if anyone else got evidence. So welcome in, everybody. Let's say hello to everybody before we bring in our first guest. Hello, Elizabeth. Thank you for subscribing. What's up, Teshi? Christina's in the room. Blossom Moonlight. Candy, welcome. Stay tuned. Is here. Michael, hello. Let's see. It's too many. If I didn't catch everybody, I'm sorry. So I did space the comments apart so that everybody has time to get their comment in. So they are 30 seconds apart. Hey, Carl, how you doing? So, all right, what's up, Jennifer? So I'm going to turn this over to Susan, and we're going to bring in our first guest, who she's going to interview.
All right. All
So
right.
she didn't know till now.
I didn't know till now. So we're gonna actually start her clip first. But why don't we just bring everybody on?
Hey, you're running the show from here.
All right. So we got Patty from the G Team Paranormal Investigators. Hey, Patty.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, you're very
Well,
welcome.
you're welcome. Welcome, Patty. It's nice to see you again.
Yeah, nice to see you too. Hello, everybody in the chat.
All right.
Okay. Next we have Christina from Bad to the Bone Paranormal. Here she is. I cannot take her
Hi,
mic
Christina.
off for some reason. Let's see. Here we go.
Hi, guys.
There we go.
Hi, how's everyone doing?
Hi. How's everything down there in the living room?
Oh, it's nice and cool, unlike where you are.
And then
Yes.
last but not least, we have Willa.
Hey.
Hey, Willa.
Hey, what's up?
How are you?
Doing okay.
Good. You been good since the last time we saw you?
Maybe.
Okay. All right. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yes, mods in the chat, please feel free to share all these links for all the people on the panel right now. Please, please, please. And if there are a couple people missing, but if you look at the ticker on the bottom, we have everybody who went with us. We have all their YouTube channels. So, yeah, go ahead, Susan, Lady, Darkwood, Victoria. I said that all backwards.
So I am going to mute everybody, and then we'll get started with Patty's clip.
All right.
I'm going to ask a couple questions, and when I get to the right answer, light up one of those meters or all of them. Are you 5? Are you 6? Are you 7? Are you 8? Are you 9? Are you 10? Are you 11? Are you 12? Whoop, 12. You see that? 12. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now we know how old you are. Does your name start with an A? Oh. I was going to go down the alphabet. Does it start with a B? Does it start with a C? What? Is there someone here with a name that starts with an A also? So does your name start with, okay, maybe there's someone here with an A and a C.
Yeah.
Are you getting any names with the A and C at all?
Annabelle.
Mm-hmm. Charles, I keep hearing Charles in my ear.
Yeah.
Don't know if that means anything, but I just keep hearing Charles.
Wow. I like how it clicked when you hit the 12.
I know, me too. I hadn't done that method in a while, and I thought this is the perfect time to do that. And I should do it more, but yeah, that was pretty incredible. Considering we didn't really get a whole lot, from there, I thought that was pretty cool to at least get that from that area, and yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty good.
So was that your first time there, Patty?
Yes, it was.
And what was
That's
your
awesome.
overall view?
I liked it. It was a pretty cool place to investigate. I definitely expected more things to happen, considering that's all you ever see on the internet is people
History.
talking about all the things that happened there, but I didn't really get that. I didn't feel anything evil. I didn't feel anything, which is good. But I didn't feel anything really that paranormal there. Only in the one area, which was the tunnel, the basement. That was pretty cool. But we won't, like you said earlier, we don't really know 100% if that was even paranormal or not. But you know, it was a little active down there. But the whole place and overall, I would definitely go back because it's a cool place to investigate. It's big. It's hard to see it all in just a few hours, you know. You're going up and down stairs and you want to spend time in each area. So it's kind of difficult when you don't have but maybe a few hours, you know. And then you got to take breaks and you got to recharge stuff and you got to recharge yourself, you know, because you got to drink some water and relax a little bit. So, I mean, you know, maybe if we had a couple days there, maybe we would catch more, but didn't really. It was kind of a disappointment in a way, but it was. I'm glad I went. You know, and had the experience.
Yeah, and just before we arrived, I believe there was a Paracon. So they say, I don't know how true it is, but they say right after a really big event that there's so much going on, it typically is quiet afterwards.
Okay.
So
yeah, I have.
So what would you say? What would you say was your the most eventful place that you investigated?
Besides this place, right? What you talking?
Well, no, inside Pennhurst.
Okay. Well, I guess I would say the I don't know if it's a tunnel or if it's what is that below the Mayflower? I think was it the Mayflower where we were getting all that activity? Basement. Okay, yes, the basement. I thought that was pretty interesting. I really was kind of drawn there, especially when we did get some activity and we saw, you know, me and Christina both got touched. Something touched my back, something pulled her hair. Angelina saw something walk by. So that was pretty exciting. I'm like, oh, yay, you know, something's finally happening. Because that's what we look for, you know. It might startle us and we might react like, oh, my God, what was that? You know, but that's what we look for. So I wasn't scared. I got excited, like, yay, you know, something's about to happen. And the other exciting thing was watching Angelina run from the bat. That was hilarious. I'm sorry, but I had to say it. That was the highlight of the whole night was that. And then, of course, you know, you guys laughing at me running. Right? I can't run. I have a bad leg, a bad ankle, bad back. I'm carrying a heavy backpack, and they're telling me to run.
Patty, you didn't run.
I shuffled.
You shuffled.
Shuffled slower than someone shuffling a deck of cards.
God, I know. I didn't. I should have just threw my backpack off, and I probably could have moved quicker because that thing's kind of heavy. It had a lot of stuff in it, so that was weighing me down. Not to mention, you know, my back was killing me already. My ankle. I've re-injured my ankle since this whole trip because I was still healing from a bad ankle injury back in November. So it's gimped up again. I've been sitting around the house the last few days trying to baby it, you know.
Yeah.
So.
All I remember is seeing you guys run because I was behind you. And then the next thing I know, you guys made a little split. And I just was like, screw them. Boom.
Yeah.
Just like, because I think that was the second time the bat hit me. Well, the first time it hit me, the second time it just came directly at me. So, So, Patty, investigating with everyone that you investigated with for the first time, because you've never investigated with none of the 8 of us that went. How was that for you?
It was amazing. It was an amazing experience, and you know, investigating with all of you and meeting all of you and everything. And I had a lot of fun filming with you guys. I think we made a good team together. You know, we ventured off, and you know, everybody kind of ventured off. And I had an amazing time. And I'm so sorry, Susan, that I filmed your butt so much.
Just Susan? You're just sorry about Susan's ass? Just Susan's ass.
Well,
I was in the back, remember?
Yeah. Well, no, you were in front of me a lot. And I'm like, I mean, because I'm slow. I'm a slow walker, you know. But I feel like I got every time I'm editing, I'm like, there's her butt again. Oh my God. What was wrong with me? I wasn't meaning to do that, but I'm sorry. But I had a really good time filming with you guys. It was fun. It was fun. It was fun. It was a good experience. And I just love all of you.
Yeah. Yeah. It was really great to see how different people and their techniques and what they do. And
yes,
it was great to see everyone on how, everybody performed and how they investigated,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I agree. I agree. And I had been watching Angelina and Christina for a little while, and I thought, it was an amazing experience filming with them as well. And they welcomed me into their home and took us to another cool place, which I'm going to be working on that video next. Haven't put that out yet, but yeah, I've got a lot of videos to work on because after I left there, I came home and filmed at a jail for 2 days. So I put one out last night, and I've got like 3 more to go, 3 or 4. I don't know. So
Yeah, you stayed pretty busy. I mean, I gotta say, I enjoyed filming with you. I enjoyed investigating with you. I'm looking forward to doing more investigations with you. It's good that I don't have to stalk you no more because I've stalked you for 7 years. I've been talking to you for 2.
I know.
But I know we missed you. We had a great time while you were here, especially the car ride. Guys, what do you think? That car ride was amazing.
Oh my God.
It was.
Until I
We
destroyed
laughed
Patty's
so
dinner.
much.
Yeah, we did.
And what about me and Christina laughing hysterically up front when I said I thought I saw a battleship because I was so tired. I saw these smokestacks, and I thought out in the distance, and I said, "Oh, look,
They
it's a
weren't
battleship."
smokestacks.
Or whatever they were. I don't even know what they were. I was so tired and sleepy, and Christina's over there trying to drive, and she's losing it, and you guys are losing it. And I'm like, well, what? I thought
I was asleep. I was asleep.
You were.
Yes. So they weren't smokestacks, everybody.
What was it?
They were, the cargo containers that they ship all around the world. They were the cargo container things that pick them up in the air and drop them down. Patty thought they were battleships. So then Christina says, they're not battleships. There's no water. And I'm like, we're in fucking Staten Island. What do you mean there's no water? And then Susan wakes up from a dead sleep and goes, "Ooh," she's laughing. What's so funny? I'm like, what the hell? You were just snoring 2 seconds ago.
I know.
So the ride there
hysterical.
was great. The ride back was great. And if there's anything that you could change about your trip to Pennhurst, what would it be?
Let's see. Not so hot. Not so hot. I would love to go when the weather is nicer because it was being hot. I live in Florida. I'm always hot down here. So to go somewhere and film that's hot, I should be used to it, but I'm not, and I have asthma. And it was very difficult for me to breathe at times there. It was so hot. So yeah, I would definitely want to go back when it's cooler weather. That's what I would change.
Right. Yeah, me too. But sometimes that comes with the territory. We just got to remember, okay, next time we go to Pennhurst, we're going in the fall.
Yes,
It did say I remember a week prior to checking the weather, and then the day before, and it was only supposed to be like 70 degrees at night. Oh, I think it was a blistering 80 or something,
It was 80 something. Yeah, it was hot.
Yeah. I know I had a great time with you. I think you're a great investigator.
Thank you.
And yeah, it was great. I think if because when we went down to the Mayflower, that was just to do a baseline to see if we found anything and to go to the other place. And we got stuck there for quite some time.
Yeah,
so thank God you brought your camera because no one else did. We were supposed to just be there for a minute.
I know.
Yeah, I grabbed all my stuff because I'm like, where are we going? What are we doing? And we were just, like you said, we were just going down to check it out. We were going to come back. And then when we came back, everybody was gone. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I look over at Susan and she's looking kind of weird, and I'm like, oh, she's feeling something. We're not going anywhere. Like, like,
I was just
but I think, yeah,
it's crazy. It was crazy. I just always felt like something was running in back of me. It was the weirdest feeling.
Mhm.
Weirdest feeling.
I did too, actually. I did too. I kept feeling like something
yeah,
was creeping
Susan
up
felt that
behind
right
me.
in the beginning.
Yeah, yeah.
Right
I
at the
kept on
beginning
going
of
like
the
this,
tunnel.
kept on turning. And
Yep.
then Christina was coming to my rescue.
She
Yeah.
came to our rescue on our ride there. We almost died.
Oh my God,
If it
yeah.
wasn't for
That was
Christina.
so scary.
So-
Thank you so much, Christina. You saved all of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was watching over us
Absolutely.
because it was a scary. I don't even know where we were. Were we in New York, New Jersey, somewhere on our way to Pennhurst, and a car got like, here we are, and this car just went right over, and it pushed her like this, and she just kind of went sideways for a second, and boom, brought it right back straight. I don't know how you did it, but my heart just sunk for about a few seconds, and I thought, oh God, this is it. This is it. You know, that was scary.
Well, we will ask her when we bring her up. So we're gonna, Patty, where can we find you on social media, and what will you be doing next? Hello, Psychic Chris.
Hi, Psychic Chris. You can find me at the G Team Paranormal on YouTube, G Team and Paranormal Investigators. I named it G Team after my son Gary because that's the whole reason I started the G Team Paranormal 9 years ago, because he passed away. A lot of you probably already know my story, and I'll go into that another time. But and then also I have a G Team Facebook page, which you can find me over there. I've had it for about 9 years as well. It's got quite a bit of people over there, and so just look me up over there on my G Team Facebook page. You can also find me on Instagram, but it's because of troll situation a while back, I have it private, so you have to just request me to accept you. And as long as I know who you are, then I'll add you. You can email me, the gteamparanormal@gmail.com. I'm trying to think what else. I had a huge Twitter there for a while, but because of a situation a while back, I shut it down. I just got tired of dealing with Twitter. I did start another one up. I don't use it that much, and it's the same thing. It's private, so I don't have a whole lot of people there, and I'm not going to accept a lot of people only because I know a lot of these people are just trolls. So I may even delete it soon. I don't really care much for Twitter, to be honest with you. So
You
that's
guys just go to Google, type in the
Yeah.
G Team Paranormal, and all of their
Mhm.
shit will pull up.
That's
So-
right. Yeah.
Nunkin is there. Nunkin says, just stopped in to say that for me. Love meeting y'all. Nunkin, we support you. We're here if you need us, girl.
Yeah,
Thanks for
I'm
stepping
so
in. Go take care of business.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
sorry to hear about your brother knocking. I'm so sorry.
All right. Well, Susan,
All right. So
your
next but
floor.
not least,
Thank you, Patty.
thank you, Patty.
Thank you, Patty.
So next would be Christina. So let's show her her clip, and then we'll bring her on. We'll unmute her.
might be coming from the curtain. So I stood by the curtain to see if one would cross, and then I was moving forward, and then a fucking little booger came up and came towards me.
Oh my God. I laugh every single time.
Great night.
Oh, guys, let's welcome
Oh my
Christina from Back to the
God.
Bone, my other team member, to the panel.
Hello.
Oh, God, that was funny.
Hello, hello. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was great. The best. Those were the best
you
moments.
see Patty?
You're lucky the limit was 2 minutes because I had to cut you out running. Otherwise, I would have kept that in there. I wanted to so bad. But yeah.
I mean, what you should have done is shown Patty's too, from Patty's point of view, because you couldn't even tell how slow she was running with her own camera.
It was great. It was great. It was so much fun. So much fun.
All right, well, welcome in, Christina. You guys know Christina. She's the other Badge of the Bone Paranormal team member. I'm going to step out of this conversation, and I'm going to let Susan interview my team member.
All right, here we go. Here we go. So, Christina, so what did you think about the whole experience?
I loved it. I loved it from the moment we got there. I just loved the buildings. The whole property was just so beautiful. It was just so beautiful. Mm-hmm. I loved all the people that I met. Great, wonderful, lovely bunch of ladies. I loved the tour guide. She was definitely one of my favorites. Mm-hmm. But I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Even though we didn't catch really anything, it still was just the point of being there and being surrounded with friends and people that, you know, it was just fun. It was just fun.
Yeah. And it was honestly your first time meeting majority, you know, all of us, including, yeah, I believe myself. So, how was that for you to actually talk to these people for a certain amount of time and actually meeting them in person? That must have been a good experience.
Yes, I know. I didn't really speak, I don't think, to Willa much. I didn't even really speak to you much either, Susan, or mm-hmm. Patty, for that matter, until Patty came here, you know. But meeting everyone in person is definitely a lot different than talking to someone through a phone. I feel I connected good with everybody. I know I connected mm-hmm. a lot with Patty. I love her to death. But yeah, I had a great connection with everybody, really. Like, I'm just a people person. I get along with everybody, and mm-hmm. I loved everybody.
So do you have any moments? Like, what was your moment? Did you have any personal experiences? Did you have any feelings? What did you feel like?
So I guess my biggest awe moment, I guess if this is counted as an awe moment, was when we were all in the basement. And, you know, I think all you guys were kind of focused down towards where their wheelchair was. Mm-hmm. And I had seen a shadow figure behind me. And then a little while later, when we had went back down there, I got my hair pulled really hard. So those were my two biggest, like, awe moments. I've never had my hair pulled ever. So that was an experience I didn't like. So next time I will definitely be wearing my hair up.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, Angelina and myself, we experienced that as well. But, you know, unfortunately, we didn't catch it on camera, which is, you know, sometimes you can't catch everything.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, that is very true.
Yeah. So would you, if you had to do it over, would you change anything? Or would you, like, for myself, I would definitely have loved to spend more time there. I would have loved to have more buildings open, but unfortunately it is what it is.
Yeah. I agree with you on both of those things. Actually, I definitely wish there were more buildings that we could have got into. I guess if I could do it over, I definitely would do it at a cooler time of the season, but I definitely wouldn't do it right after such a big event, because I think that just caused a lot of the stillness and silence that night, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do, and I did. The reason I did the video the way I did it and started with the tour guide is because the tour guide was just amazing, and I think the
She was
best.
amazing.
Yeah, she really was. I think she was the best tour guide I've ever had. She gave us as much history as she could, but she didn't share no experiences, and I really like that, because most places you go, people share experiences, and as Angelina always says, you know, when people share those, you know, it does put things in your head and it makes you look for those things. So it was nice not to, one, for me to go there and not know any history about it, but just a tad bit. And then two, it was great. Her tour was just fantastic, and I think she just needed to be recognized for that.
And you could tell that she deeply cares about, you know, she loves what she does.
Yes.
She deeply cares about preserving the place. I mean, for anyone to actually be a tour guide in a haunted location, historical location, I would love to do it myself, you know?
Yeah.
But you could tell she had a lot of dedication.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And as hot as it was, you know, and to be out there and not having air conditioning, you know,
I know.
She was a trooper, and then she had to go all the way to the infirmary and sit there for an hour. Like,
and then she stayed the whole time. Did she stay the whole time we were there?
Yeah. Yes, she did.
I would have fell asleep or something. I don't know. I would have had to do something.
Yeah, she was very amazing. So, guys watching, if you go there and you get a chance to meet Emily, she's a great tour guide. Great.
Absolutely.
And I showed the ending part of the bat because I think it's important for the paranormal world to know that not
Patty
always
run slow.
Well, you know that, but no, I'm kidding. That it's okay to go on an investigation and not always get something, and it's okay to go and have fun. It's okay to know when to be serious and know when to have fun, you know. And I think if you go on a paranormal investigation just being all serious, you know, I don't know, like, I gotta have some fun with it, you know, like, you gotta have fun with it. So, you know, I wanted to share that with everybody, because I think that is important for everyone to remember that's in this field, that it's not always just about catching something. It's also about meeting and spending time with the people that you care about, or you're just meeting, or, you know, whatever the case is.
And you also have to be open-minded, like, especially in the basement areas, it was wet. There's a lot of open windows. There's a lot of open doors. So you just have to be mindful, you know, are there like rodents there? Are there wild animals there? So you always have to keep that in mind as well.
Absolutely. All in all, it was great.
Mm-hmm.
Would you go back?
Definitely, yeah. I would love to go back. I just wouldn't want to go back after, like I said, like such a big event, because I think that, you know, I do believe that, you know, that takes a lot of energy, you know, to hold such a big event like that. So, you know, I totally agree with that. So, yeah, I definitely would go back 100%. And I would love to be there overnight to spend more time, you know. I think that would be fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
it would
one
be
day
pretty
wasn't
cool to
long.
be there during. Yeah, I think it'd be cool to be there during the day when they were most at their active points, walking around, eating, working, whatever it was they were doing. You know, we're there at nighttime and they're probably in bed or, you know, suffering on a floor somewhere. Oh, I hate thinking about it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, you do have a point there, though. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You do.
Yeah.
I would definitely love to go back.
What besides the bat chasing was your most memorable moment there?
Besides the things I mentioned earlier about getting my hair pulled, I I really loved Patty's method when she was sitting there and she was asking the age. I love how she asked the age. She gave enough space in between time for an answer. And when she hit that certain number, I was standing on the other side. So it was pretty amazing to see that K2 meter go off the way that it did. Like, that was really awesome. That was definitely a really cool, memorable night because, I don't know. Yeah, there's an explanation for everything, but that was just on point. It was just too much. It was crazy. Yeah. That, and then I think too, cool. When you were using the REM pod in the other room, I liked, how, I know that's still questionable too, but I like how, especially when you told it, hey, if that's you, step away, and it just shut right off. Like, that was pretty amazing too.
Yeah, I still question that.
Yeah.
We had other K2 meters by it. I was kind of moving around. My pants are creating static electricity. And so lesson learned, stay far away from your REM pod because static electricity will set it off. And thank you again, Kenny Biddle, because I did inbox them. But what was one thing that you wanted to do there, but you didn't get to do?
Well, I wanted to do the SB7 method, and I really wanted to do it secluded somewhere. So, but I like my real time too. So I would like to do either or, but I would like to do it secluded somewhere.
Yeah, I think you had the real time on all night long, and I love that about you because you're the team member who loves that, and you'll do it all night long. And we haven't even been through that recorder yet, guys. We haven't been through it yet, so we don't even know if we've caught in any EVPs yet because she had that thing legit running all night long.
Yeah.
So thank you for always taking one for the team with that because we tried it. We had Patty try it, and it really intensifies what the human ear can't hear. And you hear a cricket fart, it's going to sound like a buffalo fart. And like, it's really intense. And I don't know how she can do it for the amount of time she does it, but I appreciate you because it takes that off of my back. I know we asked Susan to try it, but she was a little weary.
Yeah.
Why was that, Susan?
I definitely want to experience it. I definitely want to try it. I was just, there were certain times during the day, during the night that I was just a little bit, I don't know. It was a little, not uneasy, but I was always like watching my back. I don't know why.
Because the spiders were jumping off the walls on us. And the bats were fucking chasing us. I was a little on edge too. So Christina, is there anything you want to say before we move on to our next and last guest? And I know you guys are asking questions in there, and we're going to get to all the questions once we finish with the panel. So we got one more person to go, and then we'll get to your questions. So Christina, where can everybody find you? Is there anything you'd like to say?
I just want to say that I had a great time, and it was great meeting all the lovely ladies that I met. And where you can find me, I'm on Facebook, Christina Beasley. My YouTube, which I don't really have too many followers, but it's Christina Beasley 88. It's scrolling there at the bottom of the screen. And then I'm on TikTok. It's unpredictable_Scorpio. Other than that, that's pretty much all the social media that I have. But yeah, thank you guys for a great night. It was awesome.
All right.
Thank you for being on the podcast. Thank you for being down in the living room.
Well, thank you for letting me sit where it's cool.
So stick around and hang out. We're going to mute you, move on to our next guest, and then I see questions coming in for everybody. So thank you.
All right. Last but not least is Willa. Let's show her clip.
Get that thing to off. It just says Hello, whoever said my name. Did you just hear that? I kept telling you, I kept hearing something over there. When we were in here. Not alone. Anyway, honey, I know you go to the basement. Says I was searching that and going. Well, I'm sure. Where do you want to go down here? Go. Okay. What? 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 Is that Abby? Oh my God, Abby just. I just. She didn't scare me. She's so. You bitch!
Let's go this way so you can.
Okay.
That was funny, guys. Let's welcome
That
Willa
was.
from Willa's Paranormal Unknown. Willa's Paranormal Unknown.
Yes, yes.
Hello,
Welcome,
Willa.
welcome.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm doing all right.
So, same question for you. Was that your first time at Pennhurst?
Yes, it was.
So
Okay.
how
And
was
what-
the experience
what are-
overall?
Like you guys, I really didn't have much experience, there until I went through the video from Candyland, which I know you guys didn't get anything. I did hear some stuff on Patty and Angelina's. When I went through the video, it was just, I couldn't get over all the EVPs I got. I wasn't expecting to get none of that. But I mean, other than that, I got touched on the shoulder in Candyland the same time Pearl did. When Angelina and Christina and I were upstairs in the Mayflower, I was doing my automatic writing and I had a hoodie on and my elbow part of my hoodie got pulled. But other than that, I really didn't have any other experiences than that.
I mean, I clearly heard it say Willa. How did you feel when you heard Willa that clear?
Oh, on the Necrophonic app, I'm really used to that. It always comes across with my name.
Is there anything that you heard a disembodied voice with your physical ear that you didn't capture?
No, I never heard any of the screams. I never heard even the one that was right next to my mic. I never even heard it. I heard a noise, but I never heard the voice.
Huh, interesting. Wow.
There was one time, though, that it sounded like in the hallway of the basement of the Devon Hall, that it sounded like somebody was running real quick for like a couple seconds. But I'm not going to say that's what it was. It could have been anything. It probably was a bat or something.
That's funny you say that because I remember watching some of Patty's footage that I have, and she thought somebody was running behind her in Devon too when we got towards the part where they had the big rooms where the kindred spirit sign and the sign was. And I think it was there. I have to look back at the footage, but and also in a tunnel too. I know. So where was most of your activity? Did we lose her?
No, my mic's acting up.
There we go.
Oh, okay. So what would you say was the most place you got the activity, the most amount of activity?
Without going through the footage, probably would have been in the basement, the Mayflower, when my K2 meter was constantly going off, and we checked it. The battery was still good in it.
Yeah, because I watched your guys' video and it seemed like you guys were getting a lot of activity down there. Who was down there with you? Pearl and Nunkin? Sorry, I have to move my stuff because my cat keeps jumping up.
Her mic keeps on coming
Yeah,
on.
my
And
mic
here we
keeps
go.
off and on.
Okay.
Yep, we got you.
We got you. So I know I feel like everybody got the most, not paranormal evidence, but the most close to paranormal evidence in the Mayflower. Because I remember we were speaking about Susan seeing that shadow person, and then we asked the tour guide something, and then Willa came running in talking about we saw a shadow person down in Mayflower, and I think that was before or after we went down there. Do you remember that, Willa? You want to tell us about that? What you saw?
Her mic. Oh, wait a minute.
We were in the hallway down by where the wheelchair was, not where you guys were with the bed and everything. We were down at the opposite end. And we had I had looked at the doorway from where we came from, and I swear I saw a shadow like run across.
That's where we saw it.
Yeah.
At the doorway when we turned around.
Yes. I think our experiences was that it blocked out the exit light, the exit sign. So it was completely black.
Yeah.
So being your first time at Pennhurst, Willa, what did you think of it all around?
It was a big place. But it was really amazing because you walk into the buildings and all you can think of is, what happened there, like when we were in Candyland in the upper floor of Devon Hall, it was calm. And then once we were more down there and went back into Candyland the second time, it just felt like it was strange. It was a strange feeling that came over me, and I couldn't place it, but I don't know, the whole night it just felt like something was just following me the whole night.
Wow. And I know Pearl's not here with us, but what was the experience you think Pearl had? Because you investigated with her throughout the whole night, right?
She, like I said, when we were both down in Candyland, we both got our shoulders touched. I think it was in the basement of the Mayflower. We had said, "Can you touch one of us?" or something like that. And she said it felt like somebody went like this down her back. And it gave her she could feel it, and it gave her the shivers. But, other than that, I think she got her hair pulled too. I think it was her. But other than that, that's about all we got.
Wow. Incredible.
Interesting. So if you had to, if you go back to Pennhurst again, what will you be seeking?
I think I'd want to go into the infirmary and being there by myself. Because that place got me over my fear of basements and being in a dark, dark basement.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, so is that
awesome.
is that the biggest location that you've ever been to?
Yeah, the other ones that I've been to were not as big as that. I've been to the Iron Island Museum, Daisy Flour Mill, which is up in New York. It used to be an old flour mill. They turned it into a banquet facility. We got stuff in there, but nothing like I got at Pennhurst.
Interesting.
Awesome.
So,
awesome.
Go ahead, Susan. You had a question?
So would you go back?
Oh, of course. That place was just too much to do in the little bit of time that we had. And I didn't get to go in the tunnels. I didn't get to go in the upper floor of the Devon Hall. And the one part of the basement of the Mayflower I didn't get to go into. So those places I would like to do when I go back there.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Don't worry about missing the upper part of the Devon Hall because the lady goes, "You'll get lost up here." We sure did.
Yeah, we did.
We got lost up there. So, if there's anything, Willa, that you can share to somebody getting into the paranormal, what would that be? I don't know why these lights are so bad right now.
I don't know. Just, don't call everything paranormal. Try to debunk it. Debunking is the biggest part because you could hear water dripping. It sounds like somebody walking. Listen to it carefully. If you take a picture and you think you see something in it, take more than just one picture because that'll show that it may just been something else. If you get the same thing in every picture, it's nothing. If you get the first picture, there's nothing. Second picture, there's something. Third picture, there's nothing. Then you possibly caught something. And yeah, the only thing you really need is a camera, a flashlight, because that's all I had when I first did my first paranormal investigation was a flashlight and a camera. That was it. And you can get a lot with just that.
Yeah, that's true. I started with just my eyes and my ears, and someone left me alone in a dark hallway, and I wanted to kill him, but I understand it 7 years later.
Yeah. I was completely freaked out when I was by myself for the first time. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Sorry about my cat, guys. Sorry. The back of the chair is so thin. I don't know what she's doing, but I know for me, we didn't have a lot of time to investigate with Willa, but we did grab Willa towards the end, and we did bring her up into the Devon building with a specific goal in mind because me and Christina had never seen automatic writing done in front of us.
That was
so
in the
we had heard that Willa in a Mayflower. So we had heard that Willa did that. And I think we spent about 20-25 minutes with Willa, and it was very, very interesting. So that leads me into, my last question for you is, how did you get into automatic writing? And can you give us a brief description of what it is?
I don't remember how I got into it because I have abilities. It runs on my mom's mother's side of the family. And I just said, hey, I saw it one time being done in a movie, which would have been Rose Red. And I thought, I want to try it and see if it works. First time, it didn't work. Second time I tried it, it actually worked. And I don't usually get words all the time. I sometimes get pictures, and it may not look like a picture to somebody until it's done and finished and you actually look at it. And you guys seen what I drew, so.
I think, what was it, a heart or something? I liked how when we were doing it with you, and, hopefully you put the video out. I liked how you were kind of lost a little bit, and Christina and I were asking questions, and your K2 was popping off to our questions, and nobody was near the K2. It was far away from everybody, and I think we got 3 decent hits on it. That was interesting. It was like, do you want Willa to draw your favorite thing? And then boom, the green light lights up. And I think we asked a couple other things, but that was very interesting. It was the first time we had seen it. I appreciate you sharing that with us. That's going to help me take my team a little further, and we're going to research it and learn about it, and maybe try it someday and see what we can do. But it was very, very interesting. So thank you for answering that question. My questions are done. Let's see what Susan has.
You basically took all my questions.
I'm a question thief. So, Willow,
Yeah.
where can everybody find you?
Right now on YouTube only. I'm going to be setting up a Facebook page just for Willis Paranormal Unknowns, and then I don't really do Twitter much. I really don't get into Twitter much, so probably just that. And I'll have the Facebook page up soon.
Cool. So if you guys notice at the bottom of the screen, everyone's YouTube channel is running across there,
Yes.
and our mods are posting the links for everybody. So make sure you guys go all subscribe to all these beautiful ladies and to each other. Okay. So Willa, thank you so much for being with us. Don't go nowhere. We got one more person who just
Yes.
came in that was with us, and then we're going to take questions from the audience. Is that what you call them on live? The audience.
Yes.
For you guys, because I see some questions coming in. So thank you,
All
Willa.
right.
We appreciate
You're
you.
welcome.
And Susan, I am going to put myself in the black for a second and get my cat out, and I'm gonna let you introduce the next woman, the next woman we
All
investigated with.
right. All right. Sounds
All
good.
right.
All right. So, last but not least, we have one of our, I wouldn't say team members, but she was part of the team when we went to Pennhurst. So let me bring her on. So it is Emmy from PDX Paranormal. Why doesn't it unmute? Unmute. Sorry, guys, it's not unmuting. Unmute. Well, as soon as I could get her unmuted, put her on. Oops, she just went off. Where is she? Ah! I don't know what happened to her, guys. She just clicked off. So hopefully she will be back on very soon. So let me get everybody's, while we're waiting for her to come back on. I'm going to unmute everybody. So what do you think overall, guys?
I don't know. This has been fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were still muted.
No, we're unmuted because we lost Emmy. I don't know where she went to.
Yeah, she looked like
So-
she was frozen or something on this
Yeah.
end. Well, I loved it. It was an awesome experience, and it was an honor to meet all of you. I had a great time, lots of laughs. Like Christina said, that's what it's all about, having fun, not just being serious all the time. We like to have fun too, and we make paranormal fun.
Yeah,
That's right.
definitely.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always trying to laugh, and you see that in my videos all the time. And so there's been people that have said, "Oh, you're not serious enough. This is just whatever." Then that's not the channel for you. Then go watch something else. But I
That's
like
right.
to laugh. I like to have fun. I like to goof off once in a while. It makes it fun, and that's why I enjoyed filming with you guys, because you guys are the same way. And I wasn't sure what to expect, but you guys, we all kind of were just fit right in together.
Yeah,
And
we all clicked.
we
Yeah,
all clicked. Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely.
Especially after waking up at like 8 o'clock in the morning and then driving for 6 or 7 hours. I mean, I
I
was ready to go
know,
to
I
bed when
know.
we got there.
That was just crazy. That driving, I can't do that ever again. If I go again, I'm going to an airport near there.
Oh, I see Emmy is back.
So yeah, so let me mute everybody quickly.
My stuff's freezing up. Hey, everybody. You
All
well?
right, we
Hello,
have Emmy.
Emmy.
Welcome, Emmy.
Hey, everyone. How's everybody doing today, this evening, this afternoon,
good.
whatever you want to call it? I'm still behind you guys.
Afternoon. I know. So Emmy, I have to ask you, it's been on the question on my mind. How was the infirmary?
We all want to know. You
We
spent
all
an
wanna
hour
know.
and a fucking half. You
Well, that's
got
coming
balls,
out this
girl.
last two. It's coming out next week and the week after. I already got those. I did those at Patty's. I put them out there, didn't I, Patty? So you guys really want to know?
Yes.
if you are afraid to be in a place by yourself out in the middle of nowhere, because pretty much that the infirmary is like a quarter mile away from you guys, and all there's out there is woods. So if you want to get over that fear, do it. Go out there by yourself. I did it because I wanted to. I guess it was over fear too, because it was almost like one of those horror movies where don't go into the woods, you know. And here we are taking a golf cart out into the woods, 2 women, blah blah blah, whatever. And she chained me in, and everything is dead silent, and you start hearing crickets. You know, I mean, if I wanted to get out of there, I could have, but I wouldn't know where I was at because literally you're in the middle of nowhere in the woods. You can look out the broken windows and there's trees. I would suggest that would be a place to actually be by yourself or have one other person, because everything you do in there echoes. It's a U shape. Oh my God, my phone, stop. It's a U shape. And so when you got the hall here, there, the windows here, you can hear what's going on back and forth, because I was hearing stuff dropping over here. It was inside, but you know, it wasn't paranormal. It made you look, but you know, it got debunked. God dang it, phone. It is something that definitely you want to be by yourself. Definitely. I would recommend it.
Interesting.
That's for.
It's funny because I believe Angelina was like, oh, Patty was like, yep, she's going all the way. She's going by herself, looking out the window. So
I have a bad habit of doing
it. I like
to go off.
Yep.
I like to go, it's not a good thing to do that. You should never go by yourself. Wander off.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think sometimes it's okay. People know where you are. The one thing that worried me was you didn't take a radio. That worried me. And Patty had asked you if you wanted a radio. We really should have all enforced that you took a radio.
Yes.
So lesson learned for everybody. But what was your when I was watching your video and I seen you shut the lights off to see what you were seeing? What did you feel while you were in there?
Eyes staring at me. I felt like I was being stared at, being watched.
Well, you're being watched right now by all of us.
No, it was because you saw, even with the full moon out, it was pitch black in there. You had to have a light on just to walk through. And I think I'm freezing up here and there. So
I could feel your nervousness. I could feel a nervousness watching your video from you, and just a little bit scared. I could feel that.
Yeah.
A little hesitant to walk faster than you normally walk, because Emmy is a fast walker, y'all. I thought I walked fast, but this girl just goes. But I could tell you were nervous and you were scared, but God, you had the balls. Let me tell you.
Yes.
And the reason why I was walking slow, because you said that, that's true. Your feet scuff on stuff. And so when you're a fast walker, you're kind of like scuffing. So I'm like trying to walk slower than normal. And it's almost like walking with a blindfold on if you're not using the flashlight, and all your senses come out. Oops, I hit a button. Okay. It's a great experience. I would definitely recommend anyone, if you have a chance, to definitely do that. But if you're scared of being out by yourself alone, don't. That it will cause a high anxiety, because like Angelina said, it started, you can hear your own heartbeat.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like if you're already like tensed and and the anxiety's building even before you get up there, you're gonna feel like that the whole time.
Yeah. See, I was hearing screaming, but I didn't catch it on video, so I'm not sure what I was hearing, but it did sound like screaming, because one half was the men's and one half was the women's. And it sounded like more like a scream coming from the women's side if I was over on the man's side, almost like a help or something. But unfortunately, my stuff didn't pick it up.
That's crazy. That's nuts. And it wouldn't have been none of us because we were very far away from you. And
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
wasn't in the
no.
tunnel screaming at that time.
No,
That's
I was
crazy.
actually
Have you
there.
considered, do you think it could have been maybe a wild animal out there? Have you took a really good, because I want to hear it.
Honestly, I don't think so. And yeah, I mean, I live in Oregon. We hear all kinds of animals. It just
Mhm.
sounded like a
Right.
faint scream, like help, like that. But it sounded like it was in that building somewhere. Because, like I said, you can hear stuff on the other side, just how the U shape is, and the sides, the windows are busted out, and you can see across. Could have been an animal, probably, but with my experience with animals, being out in the woods and stuff like that, I don't think it was. And it was enough to where they
Right.
wanted me to hear it, I think. Does that make sense?
Absolute. I noticed you never made it to the woman's side. Why is that?
Oh, I did. That's the last half hour.
Oh, you did.
But what
Oh, okay.
happened?
Maybe I just didn't watch all your footage because I have it too.
Yeah,
I
no,
missed
what
something.
happened was all my cameras died. They
Oh,
stopped
Oh,
recording.
wow.
They were lit up,
huh.
but they stopped recording. So when I did make it over to the women's side, it's the last half hour, probably the last 15 minutes, because that's on the last part 4. I lost it all. It wasn't on there. So
Was there a point that you were like, okay, open up the door, I had enough?
no, no, I thought I saw a shadow cross. Like, I had my laser grid out, and it almost looked like something had walked in front of the red light, just the red light,
Mhm.
and blocked it out. But I went back and I've looked. I think it was just my eyes. But as for wanting to be let out, no, I think it was one of those, I have to do this. I have to prove to myself that I can do it, because I've never done anything like that before. I've wandered off, to other places, but never at a place like that by myself.
Well, kudos to you. Kudos
know,
to
I
you.
know.
I mean, I'm a little upset because you were there so long, and I didn't get the chance to go, but I'll be back to Pennhurst. It's okay.
Yeah.
We had other stuff going on,
Haven't you been
Huh?
there before? You've been to Pennhurst before, right?
Yes, but I haven't been since the infirmary is in the condition it is now.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and when I went before, there was many more buildings open. So I was a little
Gotcha.
shocked that we only had a few buildings and not the entire tunnel. But at the same time, it didn't really matter to me, because for me, although we didn't catch anything paranormal, it was just about the history and putting ourselves in their shoes for the evening and just knowing what happened there. So,
See, I
and
didn't make it to
we didn't get an
campground.
opportunity to investigate with you, so
Well, we did at the
Emmy was kind of
cemetery.
all by herself.
I'm
Yeah,
always
we
by
did at the
myself.
cemetery.
Yeah.
We did. So
I
what
was just
was your
Go ahead.
what was your most favorite moment? And that's my last question for you.
The car ride. I'm just going to say that, 5 women on a road trip. One of them's particularly going to be a murderer, going to put Patty in the wall, cement her in the wall. But I think it was the car ride, because I think we became closer that way. And it was amazing. We got to know each other a lot more. I mean, shit, we were stuck together 5 hours there and 5 hours back. We all took turns in the very back seat, squished up. Like, I think I was laying, like I was doing like some kind of contortionist stuff. But
My
no,
toes
I
are
would say
still hurting.
I wouldn't give it up for the world. It was amazing. And we really did. We got to know each other, and that was the first time we ever met Susan. So, I mean, how does Susan know we weren't going to take and murder her?
I know.
With Angelina and Christina. So we just picked her up. She comes to the house, and we're like, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, we could have murdered her right here at my house and put her up here in the
Yeah.
attic, you know.
You know.
We would never know.
So,
But I
anytime
feel like
you
we all
need-
had each other's backs. Unfortunately didn't get to, investigate with Willa, but I know there will be another time. I have watched how everybody investigates, and I've picked up a little things here and there. So I'm going to use it to my advantage, see if it works. If it doesn't, I'm going to say thank you anyways for letting me, showing me how you guys do that and, different techniques. So
Yeah. So out of all the places that you did end up going, was the infirmary the best experience that you had?
no, I would say upstairs at the Mayflower.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
'Cause,
Oh, yeah, I did see you get some stuff up there.
Yeah, and when I asked them, go green if you want me to stay, and as soon as I start packing stuff up, it goes green and starts going up. I'm like, okay. So, and I got some good EVPs up there, but that would be probably the best place.
So did you make it down the Candyland or no? Okay.
No,
Okay.
You didn't make it to Candyland.
I didn't make it to Candyland. I know.
Wow,
I
I'm shocked.
forgot a building. I'm like, I didn't. Every time I turned around, everybody was gone. I was like,
It's
okay. And then, I know why I didn't
It's
make it to
okay.
Candyland. Because Nuckin locked her keys in her truck, and I had to wait around
Oh.
for the tow truck guy and stuff. And did you guys tell the people out there about the lady at the end of the call, the tow truck lady, about Patty?
No, we
That was
didn't.
No.
a crazy experience. That was, you guys, I don't even know how many people are in here, but so Nuckin locked her keys in, and I had AAA. So I was like, let me go ahead and call, because you never know. It might take an hour, 2 hours for them to get out there. And it was already, 1 o'clock or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so I called, got it set up. I started laughing because I'm like, who's going to come out to Pennhurst? As soon as they hear Pennhurst, they're like, oh, I ain't going out there. So we were joking about it. And the lady said, just keep an eye out on a phone call. It's going to come in. It's going to be, different numbers. Not going to have a name on it. I was like, okay. I don't know. 10, 15 minutes later, the call, I'm like, oh, it's the tow truck guy. Well, it's that same lady, the dispatch lady. And she goes, by chance, are you Mackenzie of the Mackenzie Paranormal something or other? I'm like, no, I'm Mackenzie of PDX Paranormal. And she's like, well, what are you doing? I'm investigating. What else? And then she goes, who's with you? I'm like, the G team. And next thing you know, and these ladies can vouch, she started screaming in my ear, and I had to put her on speakerphone. And it was just crazy how she's like, oh my God, I watch you. I watch your daughter. And this lady was so excited. I just
Oh my
froze
God,
up.
she was nuts. She was like, you could have jumped through that phone. That lady would have.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
And then,
Yeah,
and then the tow truck guy was called. I'm like, ma'am, I gotta go. So that's where a lot of mine went. Was I was going to do the Candyland, but I had to make sure Nuckin was safe and stuff because like I said, we all have each other's backs. We're not going to, one man down. We're going to be with everyone on that one. So
yeah. Exactly. Well, for me, it was nice, even though I didn't get to investigate with you. It was nice in the car ride. It was nice having you here. Our son enjoyed you tremendously.
He's a great kid.
And would you go back? Would you go back to Pennhurst?
Sure, yeah, I would. I didn't get as much as I thought I would. You know what I mean? But it's like fishing. You're gonna get bites some days. Some days you're just gonna sit there all day and nothing. It's you got to have the passion and love for it, and it was fun meeting new people. And I would definitely do it again. I may get something next time, maybe not. Either way, I would do it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It was definitely fun meeting new people, and thanks, Emmy, for coming on. And I know you were running late, but thanks for coming on. But it was definitely fun meeting new people and seeing how everybody investigates differently. And I'm not someone who hangs out with women. I'm like, I want to hang out with the dudes, you know? So I was a little nervous going in knowing there's 8 of us women. But once we were on that tour, I was like, this is gonna be one rockin' fucking night. This is gonna
Yeah.
be a good night. We're just gonna, and everybody kind of just took off, but it was cool how we would always meet up in the middle at some time and have our little breaks and talk about what did we see,
Powwows.
what did we hear, and everything. So
Mhm.
I want to thank all of you and Pearl and Nunkin, especially Nunkin, who threw the event and invited all of us to go. Thank you, Nunkin. Again, we are praying for you. We are praying for you, girl. We love you.
Yeah.
And
Prayers
thank
for
you.
him.
And if you need anything, feel free to reach out to any of us. We are here for you. But for me, it was, I never thought I could get along with a group of women all at one time like that, and it was cool. It was cool. I had a great time, and everybody did have everybody's backs. Everyone did
Yeah.
have everybody's backs. I remember at one point we were walking from Devon Hall, and I'm like, "Shh, we gotta be quiet. They might be in the Mayflower, you know."
Yeah.
So there was a lot of respect there throughout the night. I didn't hear anybody, and I am very shocked that Willa heard us screaming in the tunnel while she was all the way over at the Mayflower.
I know.
So if you guys want to say anything or anyone has any questions, feel free to start asking. I'm gonna take a question right here. This is from my mouse is unplugged. This is from Michael. His question is, what should I do if I found an undiscovered Native American burial mound? I posted an image on my community and made an investigation video. I'm going to pass that one to Patty because Patty is a cemetery investigator, very good at it, and she might know about this because I don't.
Well, not far from me, I do have some Indian mounds, some Native American mounds. And what I would do is maybe take an offering there, like some sweetgrass, some sage, some tallow, some kind of herbs as like an offering, a good gesture, and maybe burn that. You know, just try to communicate with them. I guess that's what, didn't he say he did that? He put a video out or something? Well, there it is. I'm looking at the comment now. The image of my community. Okay. Oh, and made an investigation video. Okay. So that's what I would do. But are you sure it's an
I put another comment up that he put.
Okay. Didn't touch it, K2 meter. And every time I mention Native Americans. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're pretty sure it was Native American, or I mean, is it pinned? Like, is there a sign up or anything like that, or is it just something you came across in the middle of nowhere?
The entire land, and then that would be a burial. Is
Yeah.
the entire land Native American? That would make a difference.
Yeah. Did you research the land?
Yeah. Yeah. Find out about the land.
Mm-hmm.
So Parasolo is saying, thank you, Patty. Parasolo, y'all know Parasolo. What's up, Parasolo? Let me know when you get that package. He says, I'd like to see all of you go together again, but to Waverly Hills, this time in Kentucky. I don't know if I can be stuck in the car that long with these 5 women.
That's a long drive.
I'll tell you what, though. I have been to Waverly. I don't know if anyone else has, and I've been many times, just as many times as I've been to Randolph, and I've never caught nothing, felt nothing, got scared, got nervous, felt sad, felt sorrow, nothing for me. So I personally wouldn't waste my money going there again.
Yeah.
You know, another place
one place I think
Octagon
is
Hall would be nice.
Yes,
Oh,
I was gonna say that. That's one place that I did get a chance to go that I felt was truly very active and very haunted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Antoine says, how are you lovely ladies on the panel doing? Let's start with Emmy and work our way around.
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. How are you doing?
Patty?
Is it me?
Oh.
Is it me? I was looking at the question.
I I forgot, Victoria, you're next.
Oh, I'm doing absolutely great. It's just great to see everybody here and interact. It's great. And to see all the viewers, it's awesome.
Yes, definitely. We appreciate all of you being here and supporting us and watching our videos and things like that. But I'm doing okay. I'm just sore, from all the traveling and all the walking and the running, trying to run. And then I came back to Florida and did another 2-day investigation somewhere. So, yeah, I'm hurting.
So Great Expectations says in Fort Knox in Maine opens back up for investigations. You should travel there. One of my most active without any gear needed. So that's something for me and Susan and Christina to look into because we're not far from there.
Yeah.
I have a
Great
cousin that lives in
Expectation.
Maine.
We go to Maine often. As a matter of fact, Christina was giving my mom some shit today about when are we going on vacation to Maine because she's used to going there in the summer with my mother. So hopefully we'll go this summer and then we'll hit up Maria and be like, hey, we're coming through. What's going on? But yeah, we'll check it out. Thanks, Maria.
Yeah, I would love to go there. I have a cousin that's there. I haven't been there before, but I'd love to go.
Blossom says, what's y'all's thoughts on investigating your own home? I've heard mixed feelings. I'm going to take that one real quick. So when I lived at Poasttown Elementary, I had my own apartment, which was under one of the most haunted rooms in the building. And I made the mistake by hearing something in my apartment, and I started investigating in my dwelling. Long story short, I scared myself so bad that I slept on the caretaker's couch for about 2 nights. And then when I was done being scared, because I was shook for a few days, he explained to me the importance of not investigating in your own dwelling because you do not know what you're going to open. So I would say if something is in your house haunting you and it's not bothering you and hurting you, ignore it, leave it alone. If it is, don't investigate it yourself. Call a priest, call someone else, and don't be there while they're investigating. That's my advice. Does anyone else have anything to say on that?
Yeah, actually, I mean, I don't investigate my own house, but, I have haunted dolls. So, once in a while, they get a little mad if I don't talk to them every so often. But I do hear things and stuff like that. But like she said, I kind of ignore it. I don't pay any attention to it because I'm so used to it that, my kids do get a little scared of it. And I tell them it's nothing. They're not going to hurt you. Just ignore it. But yeah, if you've never done investigations at other places and stuff, it's not a good idea to do your own home because if you do it and you agitate the spirits that are there, that's kind of a bad thing. You don't want to do that. So, if you have, like she said, call somebody else to come in. If you're getting scratched, you definitely want to call a priest. But yeah, I definitely agree with her. You just don't want to do it unless you know exactly what you're doing. And like I said, I don't do it much in my house because I do have a 8 and 11-year-old. And yeah, they've got my abilities. They're growing into their abilities. So yeah, I've got to try to train them with that. But yeah, it's not a good idea to do your own home.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it is either. I have haunted dolls in my home too, upstairs in my office area. I do go up there and, do little things with them once in a while. Not lately, but my husband and my son are always around me here. Mm-hmm. So on their birthdays and, things like that, certain occasions, I might do a little, like a spirit box session just to communicate with them. But that's as far as I go with it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do a whole out investigation here at my home. I know they're here. Here.
Yeah.
And I know that they're going to protect me from anything evil. There is something on the land here. We do know that. We've all seen stuff, and I've caught lots of things on my surveillance camera out back. I caught something pretty incredible on the camera out front not long ago, and I'm going to do a video about it soon. I don't know. Did I show it to you?
Yes.
The ghost
Yes.
caught on camera.
Oh my God. It was crazy.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
telling you, it was the most incredible thing I've ever seen on my.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
it just.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
it's incredible. You guys have got to see it. I'm going to be doing a video about it soon. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I agree with
Definitely.
everybody. Like I definitely feel the presence of my grandfather around me, and I always feel like calmness in my place.
Yeah,
So
me too.
this
Yeah.
this shouldn't be a reason why I would pursue it and actually open up, different things if I feel calmness.
Mm-hmm.
And I do exactly what Patty does.
I know when Patty and Emma were here.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Willa.
Oh, I was gonna say I do what
Go ahead.
Patty does too. My late fiance passed away 4.5 years ago, and of course, he was a paranormal investigator, so he's tries to get my attention and stuff. So on his death anniversary, his birthday, my kids do miss him. They do want to talk to him every so often, so we turn on the Necrophonic app and they talk to him, and he talks to them. It gives them a sense of closure that he's still here watching over them.
That's good.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
It does. It's
I know
very
Patty
comforting.
and Emmy. Yeah,
Go ahead.
that's what I've heard. I know Patty and Emmy wanted to investigate when they came to our house, and we were just like, "No, we live here. Not happening." So
No, there's a difference.
We're gonna take a comment from Emmy and then move on to the next question.
Yeah. So there's a difference of investigating your house or sitting there doing, talking to the spirits or, talking to your dog. Because when we go on investigations, we're actually going through the other areas, and sitting there and trying to get something. When I turn on the SP7 here, I don't go and move around. I just set it right here. If they want to come through, they'll come through, and so that, to me, that's a difference than doing a full-on investigation. Yeah, your house, I would love to do a full investigation, but I get it. And, I didn't feel anything bad there. It was a warm feeling, like a welcoming. Does that make sense?
Like my grandma.
Oh, right? Okay, yeah.
How can it have been a welcoming feeling? Wait. How could it have been a welcoming feeling when my aunt told you guys that my dancing I should keep doing to lose weight? How welcoming is my house?
She welcomed us. You live with her.
That?
Your blood, we're not. Or no, you're related. And your aunt, she was fabulous. And I want to tell everybody out here, Christina and Angelina, putting up with me and Patty for, I don't know, 3 or 4 days or something like that. They've been amazing.
6 days.
They're on 6 days. Okay. Very scheduled. Their son, they have an amazing son. These two, being a parent, you can't ask much better than that. He's very lucky to have both of them in his life. Good kid, and it's they give him structure. They gave me and Patty structure. So, but no, they were very humble, and thank you guys for allowing us to stay with you. We really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I'm going to speak for Patty. I know she did too, but it was amazing. It was fun,
Yeah, no, we enjoyed having you guys, and our son Jaden adores you to death, and thank God the balloon popped. Is all I gotta say. That thing was all over the house. So let's get to Blossom, because Blossom has a question, and then Antoine has a question as well. Blossom says, "What was the overall energy of the building? Did it feel heavy, eerily quiet? Does it feel like you're being watched? Just some questions popping in mind and putting them in the jar," she says. Who wants to take
building?
that? Christina, why don't you take that?
For
I think
me,
it's just an overall.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me personally, it just felt very still. When we were in the tunnels, yeah, there definitely was a feeling of like being watched. But But other than that, for me personally, it felt very still.
I agree. Yeah.
Okay. Willa, let's let everybody take that question. Then we're going to get to Antoine's.
Mhm.
I mean, I agree with Christina. It was calm. It was quiet. I mean, like in the basements of the two buildings, it felt like something was watching you. I mean, I agree with that. The whole from Devon Building to Mayflower, it felt like something was following me around. Like something really liked me and just wanted to keep following me around. But I mean, other than that, it was just like I said. I have a fear of basements. But I got over that fear once I went to Pennhurst. Going down into the Devon hall or the Devon basement, it was at first it was like kind of creepy, but the more I walked around down there, I got used to it. It was like I was meant to do that. So yeah, it was
Till I scared you.
yeah, until you scared me. But yeah, it just seemed so calm and still that, it just seemed like they were all just being quiet physically, or more like out loud. They were being quiet.
Yeah, I agree myself. At one point, I did feel like something was chasing after me, which I kept on looking back. So I was a little bit uneasy there, but overall it was extremely quiet for, and everybody has it in their mind that, there's always activity. We're always going to expect something, but that's not necessarily always true.
Yeah.
I agree with everyone.
I agree too. It was very still. I felt the same way. It was very still.
A lot of eyes looking at you is how it felt. And I'm thinking if they didn't have the Paracon before we got there, we probably would have had more activity. I just think there was so much going on, and that was their time to like rest or something, or we were something new. And they're not puppets, they're not toys or anything like that. They'll come out and talk to us when they want to, but when they get overwhelmed with a lot of people like the Paracon, I would go rest in peace too myself. I'd be like,
yeah,
bye.
Yeah.
Definitely was very still. I was I think that's why I just decided to have so much fun and just go with the night. And I'm a jokester, and there was nothing going on, but we were serious when we needed to be. And I think I know a lot of people complain, like you're having too much fun, you should be having fun. But I know for me, being in the 7 years and being on many investigations, sometimes when you're just not paying attention is when shit just starts happening.
It's true.
And every time we were in the Mayflower basement and we were talking, we'd hear something down here. Then we'd look, then we start talking, then we hear something down here. So, to the people out there who say you're making a joke or you're having too much fun, go on an investigation and realize after 10 hours how bored you are because you've caught nothing, and you just start losing your sanity.
Yeah.
And sometimes having fun is the only thing you can do to keep it. So, but yeah, my opinion, it was extremely still.
Also, the way I look at it too, these people were once alive, living. People don't understand. They laughed. If something was funny, they would enjoy it. So why wouldn't they enjoy it while they passed on? They've been gone, and so much, has happened to them. Maybe somebody joking around, playing around would help them out. And I agree with like Angelina and Patty. I joke around too, but when it comes time to investigate, straight face, it's like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we got to remember too, like a lot of the patients, clients, whatever they call them there, some of them do talk about having great experiences and enjoying their life there. So some were treated poorly, some enjoyed their existence there. And it makes me wonder, because they did say the Devon building was for the higher functioning adults that would help out. If those ones that I hear in interviews, and a lady spoke out in Paracon, and she yelled in a microphone, and she said, "Don't talk bad about Pennhurst. This was my life. I had a great time." So there's a whole mixture, in my opinion, of different feelings from the 10,000 people that passed through there in the time it was opened. You know, but
Yeah.
it was a great time. But we're gonna get to Anton's question. He's been waiting. I'm sorry, Antoine. I hope I'm saying your name right. He says, "Have you all ladies ever investigated the Goldfield Hotel in Virginia City?" Not me, but I've heard
Nope.
about it.
No.
Nobody?
No.
I've never heard
I
of
watched
it.
I seen Ghost Adventures investigate there, and I've also seen some legit teams investigate there. That would be a cool place to go. You guys will have to look it up. So does anybody else have any questions for any of the panel up here? We're getting
See,
some
we
really
have
good
another
comments.
one
I think
here.
we're doing good. All right, you go ahead, Susan.
Michael Birkin said, "Did anyone else other than Willa and I hear the water dripping in the videos?"
I did. Yeah. There was water dripping everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
There
Yes.
I almost slipped and fell in it at one point.
The infirmary on the guy's side, there was water all over the floor. Where on the women's side, there wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that weird in the basement in Candyland? The floor on the way to Candyland was wet, but when we went in the opposite direction, it wasn't wet.
It was,
You
Yeah.
guys remember that?
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
That, and then there was just one big puddle. But you know, we got to remember all the windows are open there. There's broke windows. It
Yeah.
rained earlier that day. That's
Mhm.
probably why we're so freaking hot. But
Yeah.
no, I mean, yeah, it was a good time. It definitely was. I know we got there at like what 6:30. We were out at 2. I would have enjoyed just a few hours because the only place we didn't hit, the four of us, me, Patty, and Christina and Susan, was the infirmary.
Mhm.
So because Emmy hogged the infirmary for herself.
Hey, why I was waiting for the guy? You guys could have went.
No, I think by the time you got back, we were pretty tired.
Yeah.
Doing
Yeah.
good. She was sitting down and stuff because somebody sprayed stink spray in her sandwich.
Yeah, sorry about that, Patty. Patty, I really didn't know you were eating when I sprayed that fart spray.
Oh, that was horrible. I'm sitting there trying to, because I am a very
My mom
slow
watched it.
eater.
She goes, that lady was mad.
What
was that?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
couldn't believe it. I thought it was Emmy
The
because I'm
shitty
used to
part
Emmy
is
doing
I
that kind
thought
of stuff.
You did. You blamed Emmy the whole time.
I did.
Smelt
I
it.
did.
It came back on me because I smelt it all night long. I kept smelling my hands, and I'm like, why do I keep smelling it?
That was
Maybe
so
when I
damn
sprayed it
gross.
on the side of the car, it got on your clothes.
I don't know, but it was disgusting.
And then Susan's face in the back the first time.
Oh my God. Yeah. I was
funny. You know what? We should play that video. If you guys think we should play that video,
Yes, play that
put
video.
your hands
Yeah.
up in the air.
Come on.
It's only about 3 minutes long. Put your hands
All
in
right,
the air in the
go ahead.
comments if you think we should play it.
Oh, shit.
All right, let me set it up. Someone has a question. Go ahead and ask Dory's question, and then I'll set this up.
Because I have a question. Why is round pizza cut into triangles and put into a square box?
Oh, that's funny.
That is a really good question.
That is
Yeah.
a good question.
I don't know.
Wait.
Carl's got a good question.
Where would you
Yeah, well, it's
go?
round pizza in a square box cut into triangles.
Oh, shit. Oh, thank you. Yay, my grandson cooked dinner. Oh, my God, it looks so good. Oh, yes. Thank you, Logan.
So Carl says, where would you go if you could go
my
anywhere in the
God.
world to do an investigation?
That boy can cook.
Oh,
I'm
wow. You go ahead and start that one, Christina.
Oh, me? Oh,
Yeah.
man.
You asked it for Carl. Hi, Carl.
If I could go anywhere in the world, I really want to go to Salem.
Me too. Me too.
Where?
Salem.
I want to go to Ireland in the UK area.
Yes.
I want to do
Yes.
castles.
Oh, me too.
Would love to, love to. Alcatraz.
I would like.
I wanted to go investigate Jack the Ripper.
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was going to say Alcatraz too. That's somewhere I would love to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Ireland, some of the castles and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Wow,
All right.
Logan, good.
Steph says, "Wait, why did I think I was told that they were going to be tearing down Pennhurst? Are they?" So here they are rehabbing some of the buildings. I think she said 2,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't remember what she said about the rest being torn down, but I do have it on video, and I will take a look at it sometime this week when I find the time, because she did explain everything, and I do have that on camera. So, but there's one building that's being rehabbed right now for what I forget. Do you guys remember?
Can't remember, but she was saying pretty much like every couple of months they're either going to tear the place down because they
Yeah.
can't restore it, or they're going to do this because now things are happening. It just depends on the time of year, whether if they can have paracons or anything that can help, put the money back into the place. So it's a roller coaster basically.
Yeah.
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 All right, so that's the question. All right, guys, here we go. We're gonna play the fart prank. So I gotta go share my
Oh
screen.
boy. Here we go.
This is funny. The funny thing for me is the way Patty just started talking about it. Like, this shit is funny. Hold up. Here we go. You ready?
Yep. Can't hear it.
Sorry. See, this is why I have Susan being in charge, because I'm not good with this technical stuff.
And then if you hit that other square over there, you can full screen it. Yeah, that square.
What's that? That smell. Did somebody fart?
First one who.
You got that fucking Oh, come on. No.
First one who smelled it dealt
No,
it.
that's fuck that. My ass don't smell like that. You got that fucking fart This is
Who did
funny.
it? Not me. First one who smelled it dealt it.
No,
Patty.
that's horse related.
No, it's not. It's Patty. Patty. Patty too. Now, Susie's face wasn't on this.
Look at her face.
Pause. It's farmland. Yeah, it's farmland.
I'm going to tape it.
There you go. Pause this.
Oh my God.
Let me hear. Oh, motherfucker.
Can you get over? Yeah, that's okay. Oh, hell, this is funny. This is the worst smell I've ever smelled. And I'm fucking eating.
What is that?
It's how.
It's how.
It's you.
Susan's not complaining about it. Might have been her.
Emmy has always got that fucking fart smell. Emmy.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Drink every time she said Emmy.
That's nasty. Don't play no more.
Why did you roll up the window?
Well, it stinks.
Yeah, and you're making it stink more.
No.
Because of what?
She just said, "Don't spray no more," like someone spray farts.
No, we didn't.
This shit is funny.
I swear to God, I don't have it.
All right, guys.
Who does?
I'm sorry. I don't have gas.
No, it's horse. It's lamb.
Yeah.
It's a farm. It's a farm. And
Oh my God.
That was too much.
That is too
Oh,
funny.
Lord.
That is
Ay,
funny.
ay,
But when I
Be
said
good.
it was me, y'all just was like, no one said nothing to me.
I know.
And I was like, I'm around farms. It's farms. It's farms.
I know. And the look on her face when she rose from the dead back there was like she went.
We need to make a meme. Oh my God, that was just too
so
funny.
funny.
That was hilarious.
I thought it was Emmy. I thought it was Emmy. I really did because
really did.
she does stuff like that all the time.
Shame on you, Emmy.
That was
I did it.
too much.
That was good
Christina
this
had
time.
mentioned something. Yeah, Christina had mentioned something about something, and I was like, "Oh yeah, my fart spray." And I had secretly been in the back going through my bags looking for it. And when we got out at Wawa, I said, "Christina, where's the fart spray?" She goes, "It's in the back over here." So that was funny. That was
No.
hilarious.
Oh my
Carl
God.
says, Michael Birkin, what? But why do ghosts try to hide? They're once a person, so now they were not trying to catch them or harm them. Huh. So the theory behind ghost hiding is they get tired of flashlights being beamed in their eyeballs.
Yes.
That's what I would think about. You're getting arrested and the flashlights in your eyes. You know, that's what I think.
That's what I did to that couple walking up behind me at that cemetery.
Oh yeah, we go to a cemetery and Emmy makes friends
That is really
Yeah.
good, Logan.
at like
was funny.
midnight.
Well, they shouldn't be walking around with
So-
no flashlight.
We're going on almost 2 hours. I think for me, I know I got to end this because my ass is hurting in this chair. Can you hear it squeaky? I know we got to get up in the morning for our son. Susan does too. Christina's going to eat all the cookies if I don't get downstairs. Let's start with Emmy. Any last thoughts? Anything you want to share? I have an announcement at the end, and then we are done.
No, you follow all these wonderful ladies. You can follow me at pdxparanormal.com. No, not .com. YouTube is PDX Paranormal. Also, Facebook, I have a PDX Paranormal on Facebook. Also, Paralinks. You can follow me on Paralinks too. 3, 4, and 5, I guess. But definitely follow all these other amazing ladies. There we go.
Shout out to Paralinks. All right. Patty?
What?
Wait, what did I miss? What did I miss that was funny?
You would think I was high or something.
She just looked like she was a deer in headlights.
I know. Well, the cat just knocked my fan over, and I had to jump up and go get it because it was upside down, and I don't know. What are we talking about?
She said, "Well, what?"
Patty, do you have
Patty looks
anything
like a
coming
deer.
up?
Oh yes, I do. I'm going somewhere this weekend with my team, which is Amanda with Jesse's Paranormal. She just started her own channel. She's putting her first premiere out tomorrow. And then Chris, Psychic Medium Chris in the chat, and Rebecca's Realm. So we're all gonna, and also Nicole. You know who that is, Angelina? Nicole? Yeah, and I think who else met her? Emmy, did you meet? No, you haven't met. It's Austin's girlfriend.
Oh, no, you told kind of, sort of, but not.
Yeah. So she's coming too. So we're all going to go somewhere for a couple days, and yeah. So we're looking forward to that. I don't ever announce where I'm going before I go because trolls and stuff like that. But yeah, so we're going there this weekend.
People come stalk you.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Christina?
No, I said everything I had to say to you guys. I ain't got nothing else to say. No, I'm just playing. I had a great time. I'm glad that we came on here. It's been fun. Other than that, that's it. I really...
Any investigations coming up soon?
Investigations? Oh, are you asking me?
Yeah, but if she said Emmy, or did you say Christina?
Actually, yes.
Christina.
Oh,
am I spilling the beans right now? Or are you like looking at me to spill the beans?
No, we had talked to Susan. Some stuff we're going to be doing with Susan. I figured you could share that, and then I would share the good news.
I forgot.
And hi, Diana Gabrielle. It's a house, a mansion.
I forgot what it's called. Okay, I got it. The S.K. Pierce house, guys. I got it.
Okay.
I got it. Yes.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
So-
You guys told me about that when we were there. Told me about the purpose and everything. Awesome. Can't wait to see it.
I don't know
Willa?
anything about it yet.
I had a good time with y'all up there. I'll just say that. You guys were fun to hang out with. And I do have an investigation coming up on my own. A friend of mine's garage, repair garage, the old owner is still there. He was best friends with the owner, the one that owns it now. So I'm actually going to go there and see if we can find or see if the old owner has anything to say to him, and I'm going to film it, and with the now owner's permission, see if I can put it up on YouTube. So
Interesting. Let us know.
Yeah, I'll let you
Hey,
guys know.
you want to see that before you say anything? I want to thank the mods, Candy, down there for dropping everybody's links.
Yeah.
You're
we
doing
were
an amazing
gonna
job.
do that, Emmy. Emmy, you're a guest. Emmy, you're a guest. We were gonna do that. You're a guest. Relax. You're a guest, Emmy. Relax.
I wanted to say thank you, Candy.
We were gonna get there. We were gonna get there.
Okay. My bad.
So, Susan, anything coming up? Anything in the future?
I think majority of it involves both of us. So I think just to stay in tune with our channels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just stay tuned to our channel. So, I am not as you guys know, Christina and I are a couple. So I'm not someone who's big on going to gay pride. It's just not my thing. I don't like how the men act in these parades, and just in general, I think they give the gay people a bad name. I can say the gay people because I am the gay people. So we have gay pride here in our city on June 22nd. And I thought last year we went to the Victory Theater, which is an old theater here in Massachusetts where we live that's over 100 years old. And they've been trying to renovate it for some time, and the donations are coming in slowly, but it is getting done. So we thought, what a better way to make gay pride even better in our small city and throw a ghost hunt, which I've never heard at a gay pride event. So we talked to some of my friends. Juan Burgos, if you're watching, thank you so much. I've been knowing him since kindergarten. Mayor Garcia, thank you. Don from MIFA. We are going to be giving tours and doing a nighttime investigation at this theater during Gay Pride. And all monies that we bring in will be donated to the renovations of the theater.
Right.
So
Nice.
stay tuned. Flyers will come out soon. We'll be going there on Tuesday to get a little filming done, to do a teaser. And that is something that we have coming up very soon. And we have not too much time to work on it. So you guys probably won't see us for a minute. We're going to be very busy. But Susan is coming to help with that. She's going to be podcasting live from there and talking to some of the older people who remember what it was like in there and the things that they did. Also, Lurking Spirits, Diana Gabriella, Abby, and her husband, Real Talk with Diana Gabrielle, they and their husband are traveling 7 to 9 hours away to come help us with this event.
Wow, that's nice.
So, yes, we will be putting something out soon and sharing it, and hope you guys share it. And if it turns out good, the next goal is to be able to throw investigations in this theater and raise money to have it done faster. That is what my goal is, to give back to my city. So I wish you all were here for that. If it goes well, hopefully we'll do it next year, and then everyone has a year's notice to get out here and give us a hand.
Good question. Somebody said,
our
is
big
it wheelchair
announcement.
accessible? Is it wheelchair accessible?
Not right now, no, because the elevators aren't working. But when you see this place, I'll give away one great thing about it. The marble stairs are over 100 years old, and you would not know.
Wow.
You would not know. I do have a video up on my old YouTube page, but it's just a lot of chattering. So don't look at that. We're going to come out with a video here really soon. So I'm going to call upon everyone that believes in para-unity and helps out to share this event for us, so that other gay prides in other cities that are having it at different times, they come flock over here to Holyoke and take this investigation. And I'm working on a surprise guest. I'm not going to say who yet, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed for a surprise guest that should help bring in a lot of people to the community and want to see this amazing building. Christina's been in it. It's amazing, isn't it, Christina? So that was our big news. Other than that, I want to thank all of you for spending time at Pennhurst, investigating with all of us and us with all of you. Nunkin, I wish she could be here. I wish Pearl was here. Susan, thank you for co-hosting. Lady Victoria Darkwood. And you guys know where you can follow us. Just Google Bad to the Bone. Another thing I'm going to do, guys, is we're going to change Bad to the Bone. Instead of Bad TO, we're going to keep the 2 in there. We're going to change it up and put Bad to the Bone Paranormal because that's how it seems like we're being known now. And we also are going to start our merch really, really soon. Really, really soon. The merch will start coming out. We've been getting a lot of inboxes about it. So we'll start working with that soon. Other than that, I think this was a great podcast. And Susan, anything you want to say?
No, and everybody has to stay tuned to our podcast in a couple of weeks with Side Eye Guy.
This is going to be fun.
Yeah, that's going to be fun to watch.
Very fun. Ladies, do you have anything you would like to say before we end the show this evening?
Thanks for everybody coming and joining.
Yep, thank you for being here and supporting us, watching our videos.
Thank you to all our mods. We appreciate you guys. Thank you to all the subscribers, all the members. Make sure you guys go follow each one of these women up here. Their YouTubes are ticking across the bottom there. Go give everyone a follow. If you can't remember their channel, reach out to one of us. We'll let you know. And stay tuned because I'll be putting out a debunking video, something I haven't done in a while. I'll be putting one out this week. So you have a great night too, Jesse. And I'm going to let Susan close out the show.
All right.
Good night, everyone.
Mine, you put at PDX par. Mine's PDX Paranormal. It's PDX Paranormal.
Well, I honestly think, we
Sorry.
That's okay.
kind of put on the butt. But anyways, thank you everybody so much for joining, and we'll stay in tune and keep everybody up to date. And I don't think we don't have an exit video, so until we see each other again,
There you go. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.
Hey guys.
Ladies. All right.
Bye.
Ladies, stay in the green room, ladies.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.